Welcome back to English online class. Our today's topic is the sentence. What is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words that makes a complete sense. Means a group of words that gives a meaning is called a sentence. Like a tiger is a national animal, or monkeys are climbing on the trees, or children are playing in the ground. In these group of words, we are able to understand their meaning. These group of words are conveying a message, some meaning, has some meaning. That's why these group of words are called sentences. But if the words are not arranged properly, like flying kite is in the sky. So these words are not conveying any meaning. Okay? But if we arrange these group of words properly, like a kite is flying in the sky. So yes, it is giving a meaning. Right? That's why it is a sentence. Otherwise, the first group of words like kite is in the sky flying. Such group of words are not making a sense. That's why we can't call them a sentence. Let's take another example. Birds sitting on the tree. These group of words are also not making a sense. But if we arrange them properly, like birds are sitting on the tree, yes, now we are able to understand the meaning. So it is making a complete sense. That's why a group of words that makes a complete sense is called a sentence. So we can get some exercises based on jumble sentences like this. In which we have to arrange group of words to make a sentence, or we can also have some exercises where we will get some group of words and we have to identify whether it is a sentence or not. And there are some rules for a sentence which we have to follow. That first of all, a sentence begins with capital letter. Yes, the first letter or first word of every sentence, it should be capital. Okay, we begin a sentence by making the first letter of first word capital. Okay, whether it is I, whether it is a, whether it is the, then for the we make T capital. Okay, like the Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal is very beautiful. So, in this way, we have to be careful that we have to make first letter of every word, of first word of in a sentence capital. Like a sentence always begins with a capital letter. I can ride my bicycle. Here, this sentence is beginning with I, so we have made I capital. Okay? And also there is another rule that a sentence ends with a full stop or a question mark. Let's say if a sentence is a statement like I am riding my bicycle, or a horse is running outside. Okay, in this way these type of sentences are conveying a statement. These are the statements. So we end them by using full stop. Okay, and some sentences may ask questions like what is your name, how old are you, where is Taj Mahal located. Okay, so in such questioning sentences we end them by putting question mark. Okay. So this you have to be very careful. First of all, you identify that the given group of words are conveying a message or not. If it is conveying a message or if it is making a sense, then you just try to identify whether it is a statement or it is a question. For question, you can easily identify. It may begin with a question word like what, why, how, or some other simple questions can be that can I take your pencil, or is it raining outside? So by reading group of words, we can easily identify whether it is a question or a statement, right? And then we can put full stop if it is a statement, and we can put question mark if it is a question. We will solve some book exercises now, and then we will discuss more about that which group of words are conveying message or which group of words are not, and then we will also learn that what are statements and what are question sentences. Now look at this exercise, students. Tick right those group of words which are sentences. Okay. First one is she kind. She kind. Does it convey any message? Does it making sense? No, it's not making any sense. So it is not a sentence. Next, a sweet mango. A sweet mango, but it is not conveying any message that whether what it's trying to say. A sweet mango, then what? So it is also not a sentence. Next, Anisha ate a sweet mango. Yes, here we are able to understand that Anisha ate a sweet mango. So it is a sentence. That's why we will mark it right. They lived here last year. Tell me now, is it a sentence? Is it making a sense? Yes. So here also you will mark a tick. Where were the children playing? Now this is a sentence, but it is a questioning sentence. Okay, here the question word is there now. Where? This is a question. It is asking a question. For this we will end this statement, this sentence, by putting a question mark. Door Henry the open. This group of word is making a sense or not? No. This group of word is also not making sense, so it is not a sentence. Next. My uncle is an artist. Yes, it is a statement and it is conveying a meaning. That's why it is a sentence, and we will end it by putting a full stop. And have you noticed that its first letter is also capital? So do not forget that we begin a sentence with a capital letter. Okay? The open window. Is it making a sense? No. Open the window. Yes, it is making a sense. The window is open. This is also making a sense, right? So in this way you can easily identify that which group of word is a sentence and which group of words are not. So these are the rules which I just told you, that we should remember two things about sentence, that a sentence begins with a capital letter. See here, my parents love me. So the first letter is M of this sentence, so we made it capital. The train is late. The first letter is capital, right? And as these are the statements, so we end it by putting a full stop. Next, a sentence ends with a full stop or a question mark. Yes, if a sentence says something, then we end it by putting a full stop. And if a sentence asks a question, then we put a mark of question mark at the end. I hope it is clear to you all. And next exercise is about there is or there are. There is used if in a sentence there is one object, and there are is used when in a sentence the objects are plural. Like, there is an old mango tree. So how many mango trees this sentence is talking about? One. For this we will use there is before it. But here there are many stars. So stars is a plural word. That's why we will use there are before it. So keeping this rule in mind, we can easily solve this passage. We have to use there is or there are in the blank. Keeping in mind, if a sentence is talking about a singular object, then we will use there is, and if in a sentence plural object is mentioned, then we will use there are. Vikas has a beautiful room. His bed is on the left. Dash two framed photographs. Dash two framed photographs. Photographs is a plural word because S is there na, and already it is saying two framed photographs. It is a plural. So we will use there are in this blank. These are the photographs of his parents. Dash a table to the right of the bed. Full stop. So here dash a table. A table, it means one table. It is singular. We will use there are. There is. It is singular. We will use there is. There is a table to the right of the bed. And dash a chair near the table. A chair, again singular, so we will use there is. There is a chair near the table. Full stop. If full stop means the sentence ends here. Now a new sentence begins. Okay, after full stop a new sentence begins. So dash a book rack near the table. A book rack. A book rack means one book rack. We will use there is. There is a book rack near the table. And dash many books. Here see this blank. Before this blank there is no full stop. It means this sentence continues. For this, if a sentence continues and we are adding some word in between of sentence, we will not make first letter capital. Here when we will use, see here, many books, books plural word, we will use there are, but we will make T in small letter because this word we will add in between of a sentence. But in other blanks, we begin the sentence with there is or there are. After full stop, a new sentence starts. That's why we will make first letter of there T capital. Fine. Next, dash. Now after full stop we have a blank. That means that from here a new sentence begins. Dash also a small lawn outside Vikas' room. A small lawn, it means one. It's talking about one. We will use there is or there are. What we will use? There is here. Okay? So try to solve this exercise by yourself. This one also and this one too. And then we will also solve some jumble sentences, right, in our next class. Till then, keep doing practice. Thank you. Bye bye.